Hello.
Hello, hello. We're back.
Yep.
Season 1, episode 3.
Yeah, 3. That's when that's when you start to get really invested in the characters and their arcs.
Gonna pick up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's a coming. Because today we're doing something very dramatic.
Off.
Yeah. Build me an MCP server with auth. That does what?
To-dos.
Okay. That does, I'm going to say simple to-do task management.
Yeah.
Do not go crazy on the schema here. You are on camera. Also, could you please... Oh, let's let it go wild.
Yeah.
Do we let it go wild? Yeah. All right. While our friend does a little bit of work,
Yeah.
we can maybe talk about what auth means for an MCP server.
Yeah, so it's a much requested feature for our code gen.
People like authentication.
You want to protect your MCP server.
Yeah. So the tricky part here, I'm actually curious. I'm going to look at the task list. Okay, we create the spec, create the schema, create the server code, type check, deploy, configure authentication secrets. All right, yeah. All right.
Makes it look like a breeze.
It does.
But there's a lot happening underneath the covers.
Yeah.
So maybe to kick it off, look at the spec
Yeah.
and go through what does auth really mean for our MCP server.
Yeah. Okay. So at a top level thing to acknowledge is auth for an MCP server means OAuth 2.1, and that was specified in June of this year, so a month ago.
Yeah.
The world is catching up, so not every MCP server that uses auth out there is following the most recent spec. But OAuth 2.1...
a bit more rigid.
Yeah, a bit more prescriptive, but for good reasons.
Yeah.
Like lessons learned from OAuth 2. And that means it's a little bit more painful to implement it. And so we put in what we find are some sensible defaults into an authenticated MCP server.
Yeah.
So what you're going to see here is an MCP server that uses OAuth with Fiberplane. Obviously, we want to support other OAuth providers.
So Fiberplane itself as the OAuth provider.
So you would log in with Fiberplane, and that would be your user account. Honestly, you could use other OAuth providers. There's nothing stopping you.
This is just where we started.
This is the default.
Yeah.
You could tell it because, we'll get into it, but we're using Better-Auth.
Yeah, so maybe dive into that. So we got our stack. So Better-Auth as the authentication layer.
Mm-hmm.
We have a database schema for our to-dos, which does now have a user ID.
Yeah, which is nice.
Yeah.
That means all the to-dos will be your to-dos, or I guess probably in this demo, my to-dos.
And then because we're using Better-Auth, we get a table for user auth bundled with this.
Yeah. So there's a bunch of tables that we'll see them in a second. But for handling OAuth flows, you have to keep some state between redirects. And so Better-Auth is quite helpful for doing that. And so one of the core assumptions of Better-Auth, why we like it, integrates well with Hono, integrates well with Drizzle, and it comes with middleware, MCP middleware that we can lean on.
So natural fit.
Yep. So a couple of notes on the API endpoints. We need a login screen, a logout screen. Yeah. In practice, you can tell, we typically shy away from doing front-end stuff, but you can tell the agent you want a consent screen or something like that.
Right.
And that would give a little HTML page that says, hey, you're about to authorize this application. Then you click yes, no.
We have our usual post MCP endpoint.
Yep.
For our tools.
The usual suspect.
Yeah.
And then we got some CRUD tools, list, create, update, delete, and to get.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, that's enough preamble. Let's, it's been busy. What I don't like is it skipped setting these secrets. So I think we're going to have to redeploy in a second.
Maybe show, let's keep an eye on it, but also show the spec once more, where we have
boop. down towards,
Yeah.
auth configuration.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need config to be able to use Fiberplane as an OAuth provider. Those are all the FP underscore environment variables. And then we need config for Better-Auth.
So the client ID and the client secret would be not dissimilar to what you would see on GitHub if you were using that as a OAuth provider.
If you use GitHub as an OAuth provider, you get a client ID and a client secret. Yeah.
And then the URL, the Better-Auth URL is just an API.
Yep, that's the deployed URL right here.
Got it.
And let's see. I'm going to see if it. Yeah. Okay. Please set the auth secrets. I think you forgot. Then deploy again.
And the Better-Auth secret is just like the global secret.
Yeah, for signing
secret.
Yeah, exactly, for signing cookies, signing those secure cookies. In this case, I think this is actually a good to-do for us. So whenever secrets are updated, we should just redeploy, like immediately set them on the deployed worker. So that's a coming soon. I think a new thing worth talking about.
We have a new deploy.
Yeah, look at that.
Deploy UI.
Let's give it some space.
So here we actually see the various steps that the deploy pipeline goes through. So we bundling the code, creating migrations if necessary, creating the D1 database, actual deployment.
A lot of steps.
And setting secrets.
Yeah. A lot of things to manage. Let's see. Let's make sure. Yeah. Okay. We set these secrets. As mentioned in a previous episode, those secrets are encrypted from the agent itself. The secrets are secret. Yeah. We have secrets.
Even the agent doesn't.
Okay. Whoa. Hey. Got ahead of us.
So it already wanted to connect.
Yep.
But we need to authenticate first.
Yeah. Also, remember from... click here to authenticate. Can I trust that? I guess I can.
Yeah, let's go.
I like that it formatted a link.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice. So what's happening right now is this happens in any MCP client. Remember our chat. Authentication code is invalid. That's to be expected. I think I would prefer to click this button. And if that doesn't work, there we go. Yeah. I don't know if I trust the agent to do those links. That's something to consider. Okay. We have authenticated. This is green now. If you're colorblind, then we should do better for you. But this used to be red and now it's green. And
we got 5 tools.
We have 5 tools, which was in our spec.
So now we can communicate, call a tool on our authenticated MCP server. So let's get tacos.
Let's get tacos, which should happen any minute now. That is happening shortly after this filming wraps up. Oof. What's happening? User not authenticated. Okay. Let me check the code real quick. Because I think this is our... Okay, actually, you know what? Look up how to build MCP servers with auth and double check your code.
Your knowledge.
Your knowledge base and double check your code. I feel like, okay, I just tried to make an authenticated request and I was denied. But I would like here, okay, just talking out loud, building in public.
What went wrong?
Well, I think I have an idea of what went wrong, but I want it to learn for itself. There is a subtle difference in what the session looks like coming from Better-Auth's MCP plugin versus its like general plugin,
right?
I guess general middleware.
Shaped differently.
Yeah, it's and my guess is that it is trying to access a property that actually does not exist on the MCP session middleware, and then thinks that it doesn't exist, so we're not logged in, but we actually are.
Do we know why there's a difference?
We don't. I think it's because Better-Auth is they're covering a very large surface area and moving pretty fast.
Better-Auth, if you're listening, watching the show, we want to know why.
Well, I can make a guess.
Okay.
Of MCP. Well, no, actually, I don't know.
We want to know why.
We want to know why. I don't know if the MCP plugin. Okay, when I was experimenting with it, I thought you had to have already your own authentication scheme defined, like your own way to fetch a user from a database and have a full user record. Now that said, I bet they designed the plugins that you don't actually need to have access to the user itself on your auth MCP server, which is to say you don't have to, you should be able to, in theory, get that user from as like a, what do they call it, a sub in a JWT subject, and then just read properties from that. And so that is what I think could be the design. Maybe the issue was that it wasn't actually passing in the headers from the request. When it was trying to fetch the session. Okay. What else we got here? That's tricky. All right.
We're deploying once more.
Yeah, I like that there were no type errors. That's kind of nice. And this is, you'll notice, second version of the file.
Yeah.
I feel like I had one more thing to say on the whole auth situation, but I can't think of it. All right, let's get this deploy going. Okay, yeah, the wait tool I thought was a good idea until we recorded this demo.
It's waiting a lot.
It is waiting a lot, which is a separate issue that we should fix.
All right, so it's done. We should disconnect first.
Yeah. So I'm going to say disconnect. And I appreciate this authenticated here thing, but I've got to figure out why that's not as fun.
Connect to our to-do MCP.
Yeah, connecting to our MCP again. And with that, okay. Do I trust this link? You know what? I'm going to give you one more shot, agent. Did you print the correct link? I think you did. Right. Wow. Love it. I take it back. All right, we should be authenticated.
Create a...
Get tacos. Ooh. It's thinking. That looks very promising.
It does.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. That looks like, yeah, because MCP tool calls are quite generically shaped in terms of data. This is what our tool call result looks like. It's a bunch of JSON. I bet there's a way we could render that better. But it looks like title it to do, get tacos. Yeah. List all my to-dos, please. And I like that it titled
the V2 is the fixed version.
Yeah. Whoa. Oh, getting a little short with us here. Okay. Yeah. I mean, we know.
Tacos.
All right. Cool.
So maybe to recap.
Yep.
Added auth.
Yep.
Didn't do it in one shot.
It did not. No. So that means I'm gonna be busy.
Yeah. But yeah, authenticated MCP servers are now available.
They are. Did it define general API routes? No, probably not. Because it would be fun to see that, the user ID was populated correctly. But I guess...
No, it just did the login and log out routes.
Authenticate with Fiberplane.
Yeah.
I think, what are my to-dos? No, we're talking about to-do app.
The wait tool.
The wait tool, little obnoxious. I don't know if I'd make it a like exponential back off or a little less eager, or we just let people wait.
Let them hang.
Let them hang out
Yeah.
and then take action after.
All right.
Yeah.
Good run.
Yeah. I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Not over the moon, but I think it's pretty cool. Just for the record, like it's not easy building an OAuth 2.1 compliant MCP server. So this can be a pretty good starting point, I would say. I would argue. Yeah.
All right. See you next time. Episode 4.
Whoa. What's gonna next? Oh, we don't even have a preview.
Yeah.
We'll do a previously on.
Yeah.
Next episode. Okay.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.